So here is this vibrational reality, this vortex of creation that at first you can only feel your way into. You can't look and jump in. You just feel your way there. You can feel that this comment, that this praise feels better than this criticism. You can feel that this love feels better than this hatred. So as you teach yourself the in the vortex feelings and you practice the in the vortex feelings, so you're hanging around in the vortex on a more regular basis, now what happens is you train your vibration into a frequency that allows you to see the contents of the vortex. Are you with us? Yes. That's all that's happened that lets you see this physical world. At one time, you couldn't see it. Now, most of you do. But even as you look around this world with billions of people, you see very different worlds because you are at different vibrational frequencies in your interpretation of that. You are following?
Yes.
You're driving down the same street. Some of you are feeling wonderful and some of you are feeling awful, and it's the same street.
Right.
Some of you are sick. Some of you are well. Some of you are clear. Some of you are confused. It's your frequencies that matter. In other words, if you through your action reach really far and try to do something that feels really, really, really far out, you're not close enough to vibrational alignment with it to maintain it. You cannot sustain it.
Okay.
So unless it feels like the next logical step, we would not take action. So then the question that is logical is, well, how do I parlay my desires into bigger and bigger desires? And we say, you don't have to parlay your desires into bigger and bigger desires. They're already really, really big. We've seen your vortex. It's big enough to keep you busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. We are not kidding you. What you're talking about is the layer of resistance that you've got going on that is keeping you from seeing it, and that's why it feels mysterious and big. Are you following us?
Yes.
Get in the vortex on a really regular basis and it won't feel like such a far reach. It will feel like the next logical step. So, did you hear what we said? It was new. We have not said it this clearly before. You feel your way emotionally into the vortex by caring about your mood, by making lists of positive aspects, by being playful rather than crabby and ornery, by looking for reasons to feel good at every opportunity until you have trained yourself into a sustainable, good feeling in the vortex, chronic vibration. And all kinds of things that were not visible to you a week ago become visible to you. Ideas, rendezvous, ideas, more rendezvous, ideas, more rendezvous. People coming to you with ideas and you can just feel it. And when that momentum begins to happen, you don't feel like you need to call Abraham and say, is this real? Is this for sure? Should I follow this? Your attitude is more like, get out of my way. I don't care what any of you think. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. This is what I was born to do. Right. This is what I was born to do. This is who I was born to be. This is who I am, is the way you pronounce it to the world.
Yes.
No apologies. This is who I am.
Yes.
Free, clear-minded, doing what I want to do with the entire universe, having my back, the entire universe, at my beck and call, the entire universe, assisting me around every turn, always. Whatever I need, handed to me, 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 handed to me. Wow. Handed to me because I'm incapable? No. Handed to you because you ask and you're not in the way.
Yes.
When you're in the vortex, you know this stuff. Yeah. You do. You know it. So, knowing what you know, now all you have to do is just tend to your relationship with the vortex and let law of attraction take care of everything else. Really, that's the way that it is. And when you know that, then you bless those experiences. In other words, something will happen. Jerry and Esther and Mike and Karen, when that table came crashing to the floor, they all said, we're going to have a really good seminar on Saturday. Because they know, they've experienced it before. In other words, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Esther is more determined to be in the vortex than ever before when she's been out of the vortex. In other words, you all do. You know. You do get clearer and clearer. And so there is not anything to worry about. Everything has been established before your participation in it to inspire from you expansion. Just one thing has to come into place. consciously and deliberately as a result of the knowledge that you've gathered before and here today. And that is, you have to decide that it matters to you how you feel.
Right.
Without that missing piece, you have gained nothing from all of this explanation of the laws of the universe. It has to matter to you how you feel, and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to find relief from negative contemplation. And so that's why we write books and processes, all pointed toward you reaching for a thought that feels a little better. And the manifestation time will speed dramatically, because we're not kidding you when we say you were source energy before you came into this body, and you are source energy even though you are in this body. A part of you is here present, this focused genius personality that you know as you, important part of you here in this physical body. And as you are here in this physical body as the leading edge of source energy, you are exploring contrast just like you knew you would, and coming constantly all day, every day, to new awarenesses of what would be just a little better than it already is. Even one-celled organisms, every consciousness, which includes all that you know, is having exposure to life and requesting improvement. That's what the evolution of all species is about. So as you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And that rocket of desire emanates from you vibrationally. And here's the best part of this that you don't now know consciously, if you're like most humans, as that rocket exudes from you, this non-physical part of you who remained as non-physical energy even while you're here in this physical body, this source energy, God force part of you became the vibrational equivalent of the new request that you set forth, and holds that vibrational place marker, holds that set point, and calls you to it. Now, when you go toward it, you feel elation, you feel passion, you feel invigoration, you feel interest. But if you are moving in opposition to it, you feel the resistance of that opposition. You feel discouraged, or you feel unsteady, you feel overwhelmed, you feel frustration, you feel anger, blame, guilt, depression. In other words, if you are not moving toward who you really are, you feel the tug of that. That's what your emotions are telling you, because you know you are the creator of your own reality, but we want to say it in a more emphatic way. You are the creator of you. The question that this gathering wants to help you ask about yourself and answer is, are you a cooperative component to what you've asked for, or are you like most people? You're over there beating the drum of justification of why you want it. I need it. I need it because it's hard without it. I want it because I deserve it. I deserve it. And it's just wrong that I don't have it. And so when you're focused upon the absence of what you want and proclaiming your deservability while you've got that knot of contention in your stomach, you are resisting your own alignment with your own creation, and your own creation is you. The new and improved you. The you with more prosperity, the you with more vitality, the you with better balance, the you with more of whatever it is that the contrast has helped you to sort out. We want you to adore the contrast. We all do. Some of you might say, well, sure, Abraham, you adore our contrast. Our contrast on which you get expansion. I think I get why you would like our contrast. We do. But we've come to help you like it too. We want you to understand that when contrast causes that expansion, that the most joyful experience of life, whether it is us living it or you living it, is moving into that new expansion. And we do it fast and quick. We do it instantaneously, and you can too. You don't have to linger in a justifying attitude. You don't have to explain to anyone why you would prefer that over this. But you do have to stop beating the drum of what you do not want, which was the catalyst that gave birth to the expanded version of you. We have a piece of knowledge that we also want you to have, and that is, while you are the creator of the physical trappings that surround you. You are the creator, attractor of every bit of that. The most important thing that we want you to understand is that you are the creator of you. And you are more than the you that you have been taking credit for. You are the creator of the expansion of that which is you. Now, don't get us wrong. We're in this together. In other words, the non-physical version of you is in on this too. But you are the pioneer. You're out here on the leading edge. You're sifting through the big time contrast and you're coming to the new conclusions. And when you do, we choose the new conclusion that you have arrived at while you linger. And it is our desire that instead of lingering over there in the out of the vortex dumb, that you come with us, that you come more readily, that you tune yourself to the frequency of who you really are, that you tune yourself to the frequency of your furthest most expanded conclusions and desires, so that you can, while you're in these physical bodies, live the exhilaration of keeping up with who life is causing you to become. The balance of your planet is in good hands. We have enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey. You are a leading edge crowd in a leading edge time and space, exploring the variety of your life and causing an expansion of the universe for which the larger non-physical part of you feels utter and complete appreciation for. When you stand where you stand with your newfound determination to improve your mood, you release anything that even remotely approaches a deadline, and you completely align with everything that is a lifeline. When you decide that how you feel matters first and foremost, and you tend to that first, so that you get in the vortex and then you go to sleep. And you wake up in the vortex and then you greet your family. You get in the vortex and then you place the important phone call. You get into the vortex and then you drive your vehicle. You get into the vortex and then you write your book. You get into the vortex and then you write your song. You get into the vortex and then you greet your neighbor. You get into the vortex and then you get into the vortex and then you get into the vortex and then you enact, you become part of, you then represent, you then call forth the wisdom and the clarity of who you really are, and you apply it to this conversation. And the recipient of your words benefits. From inside the vortex, when you write your song, those who hear it feel resonance, even when they don't know it, to the connection of their own soul and source. When you get into the vortex and then you paint your picture, those who see it are privy to the vibration of connection, whether they understand it or not. You are born uplifters, but you cannot uplift unless you're in the vortex. And your mood is your indication of whether you are. We love you in or out of the vortex. Truly, because you serve your purpose for being in all cases. But you deserve to feel better than you commonly do. And you're the only one who can do anything about it. You deserve to feel better than you commonly do. So, if we were standing in your physical shoes, and we know what you now know, as we go out into the world, as you leave the womb of this gathering, we would decide within ourselves that my mood is my top priority. I'm going to wear it like the badge I was born to wear. My mood is going to be evident to everyone. And the mood that I wish to impart, the mood that I